Hey everybody, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Hey, we're still on an MSA run here. It's 11:30 p.m. June 17, 2024, Monday night. Back to work tomorrow. Welcome to Old Style Classics, and we're on an MSA run. We're going to continue on with that, with these Kraft Singles Superstars. They're like the little cards that you can stand up there, you know. This is the National League box. This is all I got. I think I may have some in another box somewhere, but I can't find the stuff right now. But hey, subscribe, leave a message, and all that stuff if you wouldn't mind. All right. Once again, quick shout outs. Dodger Town 76 Fungo commented, great cards of cards you don't see every day, and that was the last random MSA cards like the sunflower seeds and the Wonder Bread and all that. Collector's Dream. He had commented about my Annie Oakley and those envelopes. Jackie Robinson, good stuff. I think I shouted him out yesterday. Dug his video today. He did the Hager's book again, but he got to the Allen and Ginter 1887 set. Hey, I didn't know that Gwynn put out something in 1886, so egg on my face. I thought Ginter and Gwynn kind of came out first together, but apparently Gwynn did something in 1886 as well, but it was maybe more regional. So Allen and Ginter's is still like the first mainstream, widely distributed baseball cards and other cards, but cool video nonetheless. And then Diver Dave commented he had never seen those Rizzuto cards before. Love the one with the big catcher and the 50s home run cards. I think I shouted him out too, but just want to send a shout out to them guys. Shout out to Mr. Frog and his cool videos and toads and frogs. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you this set today, and that is, you know, about 20 years later, MSA, Michael Schenkner and Associates. But before I get to doing that, we're going to do a break together. I've never opened these, but as you can see, they cost $5 whenever I pick these up, I think at a card show. We'll get to that, but just to let you know, today I did get, as you can see, this big giant box here from Check Out My Cards. So, as I talked about before, I ordered a whole stack of different oddball cards to fill in some of the gaps in some of the videos I've recently showed you, but I don't have time to get around to all that right now. I'll organize those when I'll decide how I want to do those. And I pulled out some other stuff, like Baseball Cards magazine, because I was digging through another box looking for some of this stuff. Look at that beautiful 88 score, just wonderful set. Changed the card business in my opinion, even before Upper Deck came along. I know Upper Deck gets a lot of credit for changing the game, but I think Score really changed it. And then Upper Deck came along, and then everyone followed. But anyway, so this is cool because it's got some of those free giveaway cards. Now here's one that I'm gonna get to an episode where I show some of these more of these panels. But pulled that out, and I also found some stuff, a couple of the things that I was wanting to do for Rick Vintage Oddball cards. Special episode I want to do, or a few episodes I want to do for some stuff that he would like, I think. And but I'll keep looking and decide how I want to do that video. So keep your eyes peeled for that coming up. I don't think Rick watches my videos, but I'll tag him in the video and maybe he'll watch it. Alright, may even have a gift for him. Alright, so lives right down the street apparently, a couple miles away. Alright, so here we go, people. More MSA, Michael Schenkner and Associates. Oddball cards. Now I showed you the Kraft macaroni and cheese boxes already, and then that was in '87. So a mere 8 years later, Kraft got back into the game and did these Singles Superstars, and this is the National League one. And so this has never been opened, but we're going to open it now because I may have seen these cards before, or may have one, or maybe they've done multiple ones and maybe I have something different. I don't know, but let's go ahead and do this. I got another I think another box of something like this from MSA that I want to get to, but that's a more involved episode that has to do with different years, different card companies, and then I got to decide how I want to break that up. Maybe do an intro video and then stick to the MSA stuff and then go with the top stuff and then go with the other stuff. Alright, having a little trouble getting into this, folks. Sorry about that. So nobody's commenting on whether I should do a contest or not, so I start to wonder, people don't like the same kind of cards I do, are not really interested other than just, oh, that's neat. So, but nevertheless, thank you for everyone who subscribed. Alright, so we pop that open. It says it's 15 card set. I don't know if that's 15 cards for the National League and then 15 cards for the American League, or is that split up between the two leagues, but nevertheless, I don't know, how do you split 15 unless one of them's like a checklist card maybe. Guess that would be how they do it. Alright, so let's see what we got here, folks. These have never seen the light of day since they've come off the printing press or went into this box. So that would be a good, let's see, almost 95, 2005, 2015. These are almost 30 years old, folks. Can you believe that? These seems like stuff we were getting just the other day. I mean, maybe like 15 years ago kind of feeling. But 20, 30 years, it's unbelievable. So, you can read that. Kraft Singles Superstars 95 series is loaded with the greatest players in the game. These limited edition baseball player cards feature dynamic pop-up action photos, stats, career highlights, and more. To pop up the card, which I'm not going to be doing, hold the card at the top and bottom edge and gently push the top of the card toward the bottom until it stops. So you can see it's like a typical stand-up card there, and it looks like it's got an extra image there. And as you can see, MSA right there, and you can tell there's no logos there. There's a little preview, so let's get to it. Alright, so these are going to be all National Leaguers, folks, so American League guys, sorry, don't have any. Alright, we'll start off here. So 23 of 30, so there are no particular, oh, maybe there are. The American League must be, no, they're in no order, people. They're just kind of random in here. So 26 of 30, Greg Jeffries for St. Louis. And that must be the image that slides down. So that must be the image that comes down here. And whatever's on the back is what pops up. So let's take a look at this. Or it must be inside there. Because obviously it's kind of a split card if you can see that. So, yep, so there's another image and stuff in there. So we'll have to find, maybe I feel like I have one or two of these cards flying around somewhere. So maybe we could take a look at the inside if I do, but not tonight. So there you go, Greg Jeffries, St. Louis. And let's find our little MSA logo here, because that's what I'm doing right now is the MSA run. On old style classics baseball cards. Got a good day's sleep today, but now I'm going to be all messed up because I probably won't be able to go to bed tonight. There we go, MSA down there, and printed in Canada over here. So there we go, card number 1. Pretty decent images, you know, for being non-licensed. I'll set that aside there, see if we can get these in some kind of order. Alright, next, Barry Larkin. So there you go. HOF 2430, Barry Larkin, Cincinnati. Action shots. And of course the MSA down there. For highlights, if you want to read that, please do. There's his stats. Alright, here's a pretty good one. A really solid Hall of Famer card here, folks. And who could this be? Pitcher. It doesn't say the name on the back. That's interesting. At least, like, you know, it doesn't say who it is, but based on that record, could you take a guess? Somebody played for the Cubs and the Braves. 131 wins at that point in time. With these career highlights up to 1995. There you go. Of course, that's Hall of Famer Greg Maddux. 25 of 30. These are nice cards, pretty decent shape because they were kept in that box. So they'll go right back in the box when I'm done with them. Alright, Hall of Famer, former Albuquerque Duke, Mike Piazza, LA Dodgers. That's the team I always associate him with. I know a lot of people think of him as a Met, but I think of Mike Piazza, I think of the Dodgers. And just like I think of Clemens as a Boston Red Sox. I'm sure Boston people aren't happy about him going to the Yankees, and Dodgers fans probably not happy about him going to the Mets. But Hall of Famer nonetheless. Hopefully that'll come in clear. Alright, so not bad. MSA. Be interesting to take a look. You know, see what the image is like on there. So you can sort of see that down there. Little pop-up version of him. Let's see if there's anything on the back. Appears to be. Yep, some more write-up of him on the back. The Kraft. So that's cool. Alright. What do we have here? We've got 25, 26, 24, 23. Next, Brett Saberhagen. 27. He was a solid pitcher in the 80s. And apparently into the 90s, enough to get on this set. And what was this set called again? Singles Superstars. So these are the Kraft cheese, American cheese singles, like you would make grilled cheese with. Excuse me. I like American cheese with burgers. And so Kraft. I don't know how big of a box of cheese you would have to get to pick those up. Alright, so here's his career highlights there. Alright, just set them aside. I'm not ordering while we're at it. There you go. Hall of Famer Brett Saberhagen's buddy in the box, Mr. Ozzie Smith, 28 of 30. Ozzie Smith. Oh, here comes the air conditioner, folks. So, you're looking at Ozzie Smith, you're not really looking for offense numbers there. He's got a decent amount of hits, but there you go. Defensive Hall of Famer, basically. Alright. There you go, Sammy Slammy Sosa with the Cubs by them. 3 years out from a home run chase. So you know what? I think I've seen Sammy Sosa play in '95. I went up to visit a buddy who had moved to Aurora or Littleton, actually, Colorado, before all that hubbub happened. But I went to visit him, and we went to a Cubs game, and Sammy Sosa, I believe that might have been the time he smashed that home run off the what do you call it, the big scoreboard out there. But I might be conflating that with a different year, so I'd have to look at my ticket stub collection to know for sure there. But wow, he's with the Cubs for quite a while at this point in time. Wonder if he played with Dawson. I think Dawson was there in '92, so that's interesting. Alright, Bay Area fans, there you go. Rick Vintage Oddball Collector. There's a vintage. I'm 30 years old, people. Matt Williams, third base for San Francisco Giants. I don't know if Rick collects this kind of junk or trash that some people would say, but I love this kind of stuff. It's not my favorite set of MSA stuff, but it's still cool. It's nice to have. Having more baseball cards is better than none, and being able to find these out in the wild would be cool. I wish I would have known about them. I probably would have bought some of this cheese back then, but I think probably about 90, say 92 to 98, 99, I probably wasn't collecting too much, but I was looking for like oddball stuff here and there when I go to the store, but I was busy with work and school and girls and stuff like that. So oh yeah, that was probably the area that I didn't have a whole lot of money either. Told you all that story, how I ended up in Florida for a summer. Alright, moving right along. Andres Galarraga. Don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not sure. But yep, Andres Galarraga there. That is. Alright, you read his stats there. Hopefully you can take that all in. Trying to move along, folks, sorry. Alright, Lenny Dykstra. 20 of 30. So I guess it is 15 cards going to be in this little box. So, Lenny Dykstra. Alrighty. Cards stick together just a little bit, not like paint to paint or anything, but more just because they're super glossy. And then I remember being in Florida watching a game. We went to a game against the Cubs, or every time I'd see them on TV, the announcer would always say, and next up, you know how you got Derek Jeter number two. Over there in Florida, they were always like, coming to bat for the Florida Marlins, Jeff Conine. Jeff Conine. So there's Jeff Conine, the stars for the Marlins back then. He was a pretty solid player. You know, all-star. Not a power hitter, but they had Sheffield for that. Alright, next. This guy, Barry Bonds. There you go. Rick and all you Barry Bonds people. It's like Sammy Sosa. I don't make excuses for Sammy. He doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. He got his fame and fortune, and you know, I'm sure he's still a cool, fun dude to talk to and all that, but yep, he made his bed, so did this guy, in my opinion. But he was a great player, just a great player. Just didn't need to do what he did, and then some of the things he did and why he did them. But you can, let's not go over, you can look that stuff up for yourself. Alright, let's see if you guys can guess. Let's play the guessing game to end this video. Who could this be? Padres with the career batting average of .333 at this point in time. There's only one person that could be, right? Tony Gwynn, people. Number 22 of 30, Mr. Tony Gwynn. So, like, if you're a super collector, these cards are ones you would want to have. Like, I want this in my Andre Dawson binder, and maybe I have one, but I think it's more those Dunross or Flair ones, whatever those are. But, or maybe I have one, I don't know. Jeff Bagwell. Guess I should always check my binder before I end the video. But that's okay, because I don't think Dawson's not in this set, so. Jeff Bagwell, Hall of Famer, there you go. Alright. Tell you about his stats there. Okie dokie, and last but not least, boy, one of my least favorite people, Moises Alou. You ask yourself, well, what do you got against Moises Alou? He was a good player, played for my Cubbies, but that's why I don't like him, because I feel he's responsible for the whole Bartman incident. Yeah, sure, the dude interfered or whatever, and 90% of everyone else would have too. Yeah, other people tell you no, they're lying. But his reaction to it, his throwing a hissy fit, really changed the whole mood and just created a negative energy, and made for an environment for people to go after Bartman the way they did. And yeah, it sucks, but dude, crap like this happens all season long. Just shake your head and move on and go play the game, dude. But instead he wants to make a big scene and blame it on somebody else. So, and I just recently got an autograph of him from Allen Ginter X, so that's one I would be willing to part ways with. So I don't think he's been contrite enough in talking about the incident. He always still kind of defends his reaction. But there you go, folks. So you know, pretty stacked with superstars, obviously. So, you know, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. I think. Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, possibly 7. So about half. And that's just the National League. So, hey, there you go, folks. Some pretty cool stuff. Interesting MSA. Pretty fun stuff there. Cool beans, everybody. I hope you enjoy that. That's another wonderful set of MSA Oddball food issue, product issue cards. Hope you appreciate these and dig them. They're pretty cool, interesting. Whoop. Here these cards come rolling downhill. Alright, just a moment. I'll show you a little bit of the back of one of these. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see what we got coming tomorrow. And I'm Rob. Thank you. Have a good Tuesday. All right, bye.